kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Nasugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga, nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga, nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isa isang halaga, nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga, nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
We're on to a third game of a 9-game slate. Ngayong Miyerkules mula pa rin dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas City for the continuing coverage of season number 3 ng ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. We're on to the 18 under division matchup nga nitong JT Bulacan Taipan and the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, the third of their 3-game set. Mamayang hapon may Palawan New Rich Builders pa tayo kontra Parañaque Smile 360 Yam Jam. Matatapos nga ang ating araw with the result switch fiber going up against the Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants. Good morning once again. Jaime Mendihar still here with Coach Paulo Layog. And Coach Pao, nice game that we saw there earlier. There's a 16 under na team natin. And dito na, 18 under, a rubber match between these two teams.
Yeah, the game earlier was a great comeback by Mandaluyong. Let's see if we'll have an exciting matchup again in this game.
And certainly some big names from both these squads na makikita nga natin showcasing their talent. Match at hand is the 18 under division. And the last game of a 3-game set between Mandaluyong and itong JT Bulacan Taipan. Unahin na natin itong Mandaluyong, star-studded lineup as we saw pre-game, Coach Pao. And what are we expecting to see from these young kids?
You know, I think there's a couple of players, you said it, they're star-studded. I'm really looking forward to seeing Bon Irvin Daha play. His brother plays for me in the College of St. Benil. There's also Iris Chua and another familiar name, CJ Amos. So, again, star-studded. Let's see how their cohesiveness on the court, though.
Yun naman ang masusubukan. Anytime you put some stars in and how they kind of gel together. Going on the other side of the fence naman dito, Coach Pao, talking about the JT Bulacan Taipan team coming off a loss against their match against Rizal. Gusto nga rin naman nilang ma-erase yung memorya na yun dito sa laro na to.
Yeah, they need to, figure things out a little bit. Let's see if they'll be able to come up ahead here and finally get on the win column. I think they have to believe in the system and trust their coaches and hopefully have a better performance today.
They're certainly undermanned as well. So masusubukan din. Who are the players that will step in dun sa challenge nga nitong Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith? Let's get Game 3 going. Let's go to Danzel Santiago to introduce our starting five.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another season of exciting basketball action here at Banana Court, Las Piñas City. This is your Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga na Bawat Batang Pilipino. It's the third game of today's schedule featuring the 18 under of JT Bulacan Taipan versus the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. We are live on our official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Now let us meet the starters. First from the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. At guard number 13, Justin Eduayad. Also guard number 6, Iris Chua. At 4, number 2, Melvin John Malupay. Also forward number 65, Von Irvin Zaha. At center number 17, Mart Adrian Hagonoy. Head coach, Sir Mark Herrera, assisted by Judah Villamor, yung katekista, Jenner Lahoy. Team owner Iris Chua. Team owner, team manager, Mark Herrera. Now let us meet the starters from your JT Bulacan Taipan. At guard number 5, Jude Lacson. Also guard number 23, Carmelo Canlapad. At 4, number 4, Justin Laksamana. Also forward number 10, Kel De La Vega. Man on the middle, number 27, Yuan Fajardo. Head coach Sir John Paul Magbitag. Assisted by Andy Roy Chongson, Rafael Gel Del Pozo, Christian Jor Canlapad. Team owner Joe Vensay. Team manager Charles Kimpo. Our game's officials for today's match, crew chief Nino Perez. Umpire 1, Carlos Sebastian. Umpire 2, Ronaldo Batango. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Kate Picasso.
Silipin muli natin ang ating team starters brought to us by Doride. Ang bola ng Pinoy, it's Canlapan, Laksamana, De La Vega, Fajardo, and Kalachan para dito sa JT Bulacan Taipan. And para naman sa Mandaluyong, it's Elduayan, Chua, Malupay, Daha, and Hagonoy to round out their 5. The big boys are out. 18 under division na po tayo. A rubber match. JT Bulacan Taipan won the 14 under division. Nakabawi naman ito Mandaluyong in the 16 under that just finished with that comeback victory. So extra incentive for both these teams na mauwi itong series win. Chua. We saw him warming up kanina, Coach Pao, so no surprises pulling the trigger early in this game.
Yeah, he was nailing them in warm-up earlier and now on cue starts the game off with a 3-ball.
Ball goes back to the white shirts. Current answer from the three-point area was Carmelo Canlapan.
I don't know how they left him wide open there. They're lucky he missed. He was completely wide open, just made one.
Same spot but a different result. But certainly dodging a bullet was JT Bulacan Taipan. Is Kalachan pulling the trigger and clean as a whistle. Couple of Kalachans dito sa koponan ng Bulacan. Of course, that was Marcos Kalachan hitting that three-pointer.
This is a 1-3-1 zone being implemented by Bulacan. So let's see if the outside shots of Mandaluyong are going to connect or not.
Daha with that earlier miss. And a great deflection there from Chua. Regaining possession para sa junior Microsmith. Take another look at that attempt earlier.
That was off the line too, huh? Almost 4-point shot.
He'll be prepping for the 4-point line. We're tied at 3. Stopping and popping and getting the roll is Melvin John Malupay.
Nice move there, very under control. That's what you want to see from your guards.
Ball stolen away by Malupay. Layup a bit too strong. Takbo tayo sa kabila.
Both teams playing zone to start the game.
Sinusukat pa nga. Sa outside shot will miss. That was Kalachan. As Daha gets fouled. Has a knack for that. Really just drawing the contact.
You know, this player, very, very versatile player. I'm very familiar with him. His brother plays for me in College of St. Benilde. Irvin, currently playing for De La Salle Zobel. He's got one more year. Also plays for Batang Gilas. So, very versatile player. Can shoot from outside, good rebounder. And we just saw there, he can take it coast to coast.
Showing us the touch as well from the charity stripe to give Mandaluyong this 4-point advantage.
I think it's also grown. Kasi last year when I was watching him play, mga 6'4 lang. Parang ngayon, parang 6'5", 6'6 na eh.
Head and shoulders above everybody dito sa ating laro. Great aggressive move para kay Malupay, but still couldn't find the angle. Iyo, sana kitang iput on the spot, Coach Pao. Parang tanong ko sa'yo, sinong mas magaling sa magkapatid eh? Nakikinig si...
I'm sure he's watching right now. His parents are normally watching. I wonder if his dad's here right now. Maybe on the other side. Very, very supportive parents. Lahat ng games, nanonood yung tatay nila. Former pro also.
Yun naman ang gusto mo talaga. You know, the parents really, you know, all out. The presence alone is enough for any player. Nagganahan talaga to perform. So si Gonzalez hitting on that short stab, cutting the lead down to 2.
Another turnover here. Ooh, nice Pinoy step.
Indaya. Tying this ball game at 7. The pace of the ball game slowly picking up. Alduayan will be called for a traveling violation.
Sometimes, you know, players, you want to try and catch it on a hop so you can avoid that shuffling of your feet. So a lot of times that's what gets called for travel.
Alduayan, iupo mo na nga dito.
I believe. Here. Both teams playing zone. Here.
Pulling up for 3. It's way off. Para kay Canlapan. Takbo dito ang Mandaluyong. Daha lead sa break. Malupay once again. Chua to the corner. Still a lot of time to work with. Daha will be fouled.
You see the versatility of Irvin Daha in that one. Ball fake. And here's the thing, you know, he actually shot 40% from 3 last season for Zobel. I know because I was, you know, scouting some players. So he's legit when shooting from outside.
And the size, no? Talagang typically you would say sa loob ka na lang, no? Kung ganyan kakalaki, but yeah, a threat. Nevertheless.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of parang Kevin Ferrer type. Long arms, can shoot from outside.
I could see that.
versatile.
Yeah. It's a good comparison. Pati yung frame niya eh. Ooh!
Did he just nutmeg him?
Fancy move and completes the play.
Come on. We got to see a replay of that later on. I need to see what really happened there. That was a nice move.
It's Carmelo Canlapan. He's not named Carmelo for nothing. Chua through the lane. Nice drop pass.
Nice pass by Irish Chua. They're showing that he's not just a shooter, but a creator as well.
A smart Hagonoy finishing underneath. Deadlock once again at 9. This is Carmelo. Stepping back this time. Couldn't knock it down. Long rebound. Tracked down by Bulacan. But they throw it away.
Bulacan has had a few turnovers here against the zone.
Ooh, Malupay challenging the defense of Fajardo. Rewards himself for 2 free throws. First on Fajardo. Under 3 minutes left dito sa ating first period.
And look who checks in, CJ Amos. I've got to see this kid play. I think he's in the Salle right now, I believe. Younger brother of Mason Amos. Except, of course, they play differently. Mason's a bit of a forward, 4-3. CJ is a guard, a 2-1.
Parang kung hindi mo pa sasabihin sa akin, Amos is obviously a very uncommon surname, no? Pero just by the looks, hindi ko sasabihin na baka pinsan pa. No?
Their brother, I think they have a third brother too. I think he's in high school right now, if I'm not mistaken.
So runs in the genes certainly as Carmelo Canlapan scores on another. Abante na nga ang Bulacan dito by 2, 11-9. Daha penetrates, kick out, Malupay. Ooh, blocked by Gonzalez. Great recovery.
Good help defense there by Gonzalez. This kid's big din also.
He's even taller than Daha actually.
Zyron Gonzalez.
The way you read that, Coach Paolo, parang may halong, I see you.
Just putting his name there on my notes.
Indaya, too strong. Grabbing that board was Peralta. Si Seb Peralta. In for the first time, pulling up for 3. Iris Chua gets his second of the ball game.
Hey man, if you see the ball go in just one time as a shooter, that's gonna get you going. Now he's got 2 to his name.
Mandaluyong back up by 1. Peralta. Another 3 ball. Enriquez misfires.
Sayang, open din si Chua on the other side on that play.
Floater for Indaya will work off the window. The hits keep on coming. And the players, dumadami. Kumbaga, star-studded na nga kanina, Coach Pao eh.
Chua, another one.
And another one indeed. Iris Chua lighting up the banana court here in the first period. 3 3-pointers.
That was quite far. Like, I think he just stepped in. I think he just stepped over half court.
Sobrang casual lang eh. Pull up na lang. Couldn't answer was Carmelo Canlapan. 2 for 1 if Mandaluyong wants it. Amos, ball deflected, stolen away by Canlapan.
You know, there's a good chance that Amos, Daha, and another player who just walked in, Kines, will all be teammates in college.
Good chance. Good chance indeed. Indaya, they swing it. Open is Kalachan. Just a bit too strong. Daha gets 3 red shirts. Short on that layup. But it will stay with the junior Microsmith. As Coach Mark Herrera will look to draw something up. Just 12.1 seconds remaining dito sa ating first period. Last shot time for the white shirts as they are up by 2, 15-13. 15-13, the junior Microsmith up a slim 2-point margin against JT Bulacan Taipan. Cyrus Chua fires once again, that time short. He's already had 3 conversions. They're looking ahead. Ball tapped away, so 3.7 seconds remaining.
Still a good look for Iris Chua, especially after he just hit 3. You know, if you're Bulacan, you can't keep giving him open looks like that.
Have to make a move fast. Canlapan. Would have counted if it went in. As Villaseran couldn't find the range. First quarter will end nga 15-13. Advantage para dito sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith kontra JT Bulacan Taipan. As we look at some highlights brought to us by Chef's Magic. Magang mainit nga ito si Iris Chua para sa Mandaluyong. 3-point conversions from way beyond the arc. But JT Bulacan Taipan keeping a step. Trying to keep it close. They are down by 2, 15-13 at the end of the first.
You are still watching the Junior MPBL Season 3 at para kay Coach Mark Herrera ng Mandaluyong. They might be a star-studded team ngayon but still they are playing undermanned as most of their players are in school right now. At kasama doon sa mga wala ngayon ay ang dalawa nilang key players, ang kanilang legitimate point guards na sina Kevin Frogoso and Gian Gomez who suffered an injury last game. Kaya naman ngayon Iris Chua ang tatayong point guard in today's match. Jaime and Coach Pao.
Salamat muli CJ for that report and still a couple of players short itong Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. So imagine a full lineup nitong Mandaluyong, Coach Pao.
Yeah, but the nice thing about their team is they're deep, so they have other guys who can step up or step in rather.
Second quarter action. Bulacan trails by 2. This kid has played well. Canlapan para sa JT Bulacan Taipan.
Canlapan really likes that pull-up. He's taken a couple of them already coming off the ball screen.
But Gonzalez will be called for a personal. That's 3 now on Gonzalez.
That's his 3rd foul. That's going to put them in a big hole because he's the big man right now manning the paint for them.
Peralta. Misses short. Babalik ang bola sa Bulacan. Pero the presence alone ni Gonzalez just bothering the attempts to penetrate para nga dito sa Junior Microsmith.
It's going to change the way they play defense now. I wonder if they'll go to a man-to-man defense on the next possession.
Another 3 ball para sa Bulacan that time. Able to convert is Indaya. 7 now para kay Indaya.
Nope, same defense. 1-3-1 still. That's far.
Palayo na ng palayo. But Iris Chua is 4th of the ball game. Just another day in the office.
Goodness. That's not even a 4-pointer. That's a 5-pointer.
Indaya couldn't answer. Rebounded by Atienza. Chua once again goes to Amos.
Yeah, now you got to guard him all the way out there.
Kailangan mo na talagang lapitan. Daha. Kick out. Chua once more. That's off. Atienza cleans it up.
See, now that he's hit 4, the defense is forced to come out. So it also affects other aspects of your defense, like just rebounding.
Imagine, ito si Atienza, one of the workhorses for this Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith squad. A bit undersized, but certainly, in terms of effort, nakita ko na maglaro to in season number 2. Several times, Mandaluyong was short-handed. Talagang siya lang yung nag-iisang big man and doing everything for Mandaluyong.
Look who just checked in now, So, you had CJ Amos, yung Batang Gilas dati, nag-check out. Sino kapalit niya? Gillian Kines naman. So, An embarrassment of riches on this team for Mandaluyong.
Smooth operator, Gillian Quines. Veteran na rin dito sa Junior MPBL. Played for Bawan in season number 1, if I remember correctly. And San Juan naman in season number 2. So now donning the Junior Microsmith jersey.
On cue, he gets a deflection there. That's one of the underrated aspects of Quines' game. Yung off-ball defense niya. When I would watch him and scout him sa Lasal Green Hills, you know, maybe yung on-ball pressure is not so much, pero yung off-ball defense niya, lagi nakaka-deflection or steal.
Closing out in that instance, but Villaseran still able to hit a 3-pointer. That's the 3rd conversion para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Lead down to 1. Quines falls short. Red shirts looking to run. Villaseran to the corner. Open 3. Almost another one.
This Bulacan team wants to push it and shoot a lot of threes also. But for me, that's a good shot. You know, push it, get in the paint, and kick out.
Chua. Not the 5th just yet. Great box out here.
Good
Para kay Yuan Fajardo.
Great effort there by Fajardo. It's not an easy task keeping Daha off the glass.
Talagang hinayaan na lang yung bola. Ito lang yung mission ko.
Diba? And you have to appreciate that because you know other players, they want to get their stats, they go for the rebound siya. Hindi, basta ako, makaka-rebound yung team, okay na yan sa akin. And you need players like that as well.
Lavalle. Canlapan, asking for this Fajardo pick. Pulls up for yet another 3. Rattles out.
You know, I think that's really his game though. So every time he gets an open look, you can expect him to pull up.
That's his game. Sabi mo ba? Got the rebound, coast to coast, plus the foul.
Ito, I don't know if his older brother's watching, pero ganun din minsan.
What can you do?
Yung brother niya, mas more of shooter. Ito si Daha, more attacking, pero may shooting din.
Converts on the 3-point play to up the lead now to 4, 23-19. Under 5 minutes to play with dito sa ating first half of action. Lavalle, they swing it. Indaya. Kick out. Is 7 to shoot. Gandang hit. And finishes off the glass. Great control para dito kay Charles Caspe.
Nice touch using the glass. You don't see a lot of players use the board anymore.
Alduayan, siya naman nasusubok. Won't fall. Lapan will lead the break. Go to the corner once again. Lavalle. He will try from way downtown. That's short.
It's a little too far.
Shot clock did not reset. It says 6. Powering his way through. Fajardo a tad too strong. But it will stay with Bulacan.
Good effort on the glass there. You know, might not have gotten it, but he was able to force the ball to come off of Dahan. Ball will remain with Bulacan.
Effort place na to. Kind of what you are looking for if you are Bulacan, as Lavalle knocks down the 3 from the corner.
That's what, their 4th or 5th 3? If you're a small team, one way to, you know, get the opponents out of their zone is to shoot 3s, but here Dahan decided I'm just gonna attack.
Sabi mo, ano, yun yung hilig niya. Time and time again. Gets that basket. Balik na naman sa Mandaluyong Kalamangan, 25-24. Another 3 ball para sa Bulacan. That falls short. Long rebound. Great save there. But babalik sa Mandaluyong. But look at the hustle from Indaya, stealing the ball from behind. Indaya pa rin. Gets a bump from Atienza, but called for a traveling violation.
It's quite obvious that JT Taipan Bulacan, they want to push the pace. They want to shoot a lot of quick shots. You know, they are somewhat the smaller team, and that's their style.
Quines. Now Chua for another 3-pointer. Look at the putback from Daha. Give him another and 1.
It's a good look for Chua. And you know, sometimes one of the challenges when you play zone is you can't get matched up on the rebounding, right? So no one was there to match up with Daha, and he gets an easy rebounding lane.
Maghahanap ka ng body, no? Pero wala kang makita.
And this is where now The problem is for Bulacan is Zyron Gonzalez picked up his third foul early in the second quarter. They were forced to go smaller. So not only they're smaller, they got to play zone, and they have their best rebounder, or at least their biggest body is on the bench right now.
Nursing those 3 fouls as you mentioned. It's Mandaluyong. Back up by 4. Canlapan finds an opening. Almost too deep, but no problem, says Carmelo.
You like to see that from Canlapan because he was settling for a lot of jumpers earlier.
Quines settles for this jumper. Very smooth talaga maglaro itong si Gillian Quines.
Spin move to step back, parang Penny Hardaway eh. Diba? That's from our time. I don't know, the viewers watching, if they know who Penny Hardaway is. That's wow.
Pennies ang ginagawa rin ito ni Canlapan, and that basket earlier, no, malapit. Hindi na nagkakumpiyansa siya ulit to hit on that 3-pointer. Bulacan back to a 1-point deficit. Cross court. Chua once more. So can get his 5th. Duayan keeping it alive. Quines. Passed it off.
That's the game of Gillian Quines. Really a type of player he can get in the paint and create for his teammates. He draws so much attention.
Wala pa nga ang kanyang backcourt partner na si Gian Gomez. aka the doppelganger of Direk Jetro. So, immediate pull-up. Instant offense from Xerxes Miagar.
Nice looking pull-up there.
Another 3-ball. Dito nakikipagsabayan ng JT Bulacan Taipan. Villaseran, his own version.
That was quick. That was like 21 seconds on the shot clock. One pass, pull up right away. But that's the way they play.
Chua will answer. Not just yet. Canlapan tracks down the long board, trying to bounce it off Atienza. Saves it to Caspe. Great lead pass, but couldn't finish high off the window. But the cylinder?
Goaltending. Because if the ball is on the cylinder and you tap the board, if it has a chance to go in, which that one definitely had a chance, the referees will automatically call the goaltend.
And just like that, JT Bulacan Taipan back with the lead, 34-32. Quines dancing his way. Couldn't get the bounce. Lavalle, shot clock is off. Caspe asking for it. Ooh! Quite a spill para kay Gillian Quines. Trying to recover and challenge that shot from Caspe. Nice to see him back on his feet.
You gotta appreciate Caspe also helping him up, and Caspe could have, I think, gone for the shot there, and that might have been made it worse. But at least Quines was able to brace himself.
Yep. Certainly contact. As JT Bulacan Taipan will call for their timeout. 17 seconds remaining here at the half. Last 17 seconds into sa ating second period. JT Bulacan Taipan, after trailing by as much as 6. Lamang na sila ng dalawa dito. Couldn't hit on that 3-pointer. Quines whips it inside. Atienza drops it off to Miagar. So 6 to work with. Daha looking to attack. Finds an opening. Gets clipped by Villaseran.
Daha really likes that ball fake and then drive left. Yun ang napansin ko lagi sa kanya. But I like the decision making there by the entire Mandaluyong team. They did not, force the shot. You know, extra passes, and then they still got a downhill attack and used all of the clock. Diba? If they had forced it, baka makakashoot pa yung Bulacan going the other way naman. So good patience on their part.
As Daha gets both. 12 dito sa ating first half para kay Daha. Lavalle will be called for a traveling violation, but nevertheless, the buzzer sounds to signal the end of our first half of action. Deadlock tayo kanina 27 in the 16-under matchup. Another deadlock, this time at 34. As JT Bulacan Taipan and the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith figuring in this very tight ball game as Iris Chua, one of his 4 3-pointers dito sa ating first 20 minutes of action. Sinagot naman as a team nitong Bulacan. They had 6 in total as we're tied at 34 at the end of the 20 minutes of action. We're tied at 34 at the half. Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith and JT Bulacan Taipan deadlock dito sa ating 18-under North Division matchup. Some highlights dito sa ating laro. That was that Miyagar pull-up nga kanina off the bench, immediately creating offense. One of the 6 3-pointers naman para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Some numbers dito, Coach Pao, as JT Bulacan Taipan able to recover to tie the ball game at 34.
Yeah, I think the key thing right now is the shooting of both teams. I know Irish Chua hit 4 threes for Mandaluyong, but Bulacan was able to hit 6 threes of their own, and that's why we're tied right now.
As a team, collectively, able to answer the hot shooting ni Irish Chua. And he opens up with a 3-point attempt. Kanina pa hinahanap yung kanyang 5th conversion. The way he started that first period, opening up another 3-pointer here in the 3rd.
Grabe. Grabe yung kamay ng bata. 5 threes. We just started halftime.
That half didn't really deter him, no, to put up those 3-pointers. Takbo naman dito ang Mandaluyong as Amos finishing with his strong hand.
It's a good pass there. A good run out as well. Amos wasn't really able to get his rhythm in the first half. Let's see now in the second half.
Immediate 5-0 run to begin the 3rd period para dito sa Mandaluyong. Lavalle trying to answer. Short on that 3. Daha leads the break once again para sa Junior Microsmith. Would really be a magnet for fouls, no? That type of move that he does.
It's also because he's very aggressive, and it's not, how do I say this? It's not common for a player of his size to be pushing the ball, especially at this age group. Normally, yung mga big men, mag-rebound, mag-outlet sa guard. Ito, every rebound, pinupush niya eh.
The luxury nitong Mandaluyong to have that type of player that typically, sabi mo, parang, hindi, i-give up niya yan.
Yeah, there's his dad watching in the corner over there. I'm sure very proud of his son.
Charity split para kay Daha. Drop the lead now to 6, 40-34. Matching the biggest lead of Mandaluyong. No look. Sindaya and Kalachan unable to connect.
I told you, Kines, he's always going for those steals.
Kick out. Amos for 3. That's short. Great save there from Atienza.
I appreciate the effort of Atienza starting in the second quarter. He's been making a lot of very simple plays. But, you know, on a team full of stars, you need guys like Atienza who are hardworking and willing to embrace their role.
Hindi naman pwedeng lahat tayo hawak yung bola. Ooh, Kines just throws it up.
I think he was trying to draw the foul there. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Bulacan still looking for their first basket dito sa ating third period. As Lavalle will be called for steps. 6-0 run ang binibitawan dito ng Mandaluyong. Trying to create this separation. Kines gets it to Daha. Splits the defense once again. Almost another end one.
How many free throws? This guy has been very aggressive, attacking the basket every time.
Gets rewarded.
I think these are going to be his 9th and 10th free throws of the game already. So he's already at 13 points and 5 rebounds. Well on his way to a big double-double.
And for Mandaluyong, as we take a look at, of course, Coach Mark Herrera, always fashionable.
You know, a lot of the signature of Coach Mark's teams, he gives his players a lot of confidence. So if you're a player, you like to play for him. You know, he'll allow you to play through your mistakes, let you get your reps, your exposure. And that's why a lot of players under him are able to grow.
We were just talking about that, Coach Pao, no? As a player, lalo pag bata ka, sometimes that's all you really need. Right? Just a coach that would parang unleash you in a way.
That's the right term, to unleash or let you go.
Ooh, Lavalle letting that go. Getting the 7th three-point conversion para sa Bulacan and their first bucket dito sa ating third period.
What's impressive for Bulacan, I think they've had 5 different players hit threes already.
Kick out. Kalachan. And he gets it to fall. Nalabas na. Bumalik pa sa loob. Back-to-back threes for Bulacan.
All these threes are keeping them in the game.
Yung nagiging sandatan nila, no? Sabi mo, as a smaller team, if those outside shots begin to fall, makakatikit ka. Kines, misses short.
And here, they're out and running again. Watch, they run wide, the guards, and they let loose those threes. They have the green light to shoot. And you know, sometimes when you take quick shots like that, like the defense is not set, so they don't have anyone to box out, and that's why they get a 50-50 ball rebound like that.
Pumabor yung scramble para sa Bulacan in that instance as Fajardo hits on that short stab. Kines trying to pivot his way through. Nahanapan pa ng paraan.
Signature of Gillian Kines, always under control.
Gives Mandaluyong back the lead, 43-42. Amos will take a breather. Move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. D-Liga ready.
Grabe magiging guard rotation ng Lasal this coming season. We already have Kian Baclan, we have Jacob Cortez, tas may Gillian Kines ka pa.
Of course, 2 of those 3 had some exposure dito sa ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Of course, Kian Baclan, part of that Caloocan team that was a runner-up in our D-League season inaugural season rather. Fajardo fighting for that board. Challenging Daha. Sa haba ni Daha. I mean, you gotta give credit kay Fajardo to trying, but it's too much length.
Yeah, you have to understand your opponent also. This is Atienza with the steal. I told you, all the little things, man. I like the way this kid plays.
Yan of his MO. Swing it. Shua.
Good extra pass there, though. And again, here. Ooh, nice moves. Just lost it.
Get it to Kalachan. It's a pick from Fajardo. Panlapan. Couple of white shirts hounding him. Shot clock at 6. Stepping through. Couldn't finish was Fajardo. Ahead of the pack. But couldn't get it to Kines.
Good idea, it's just a little too weak on the pass.
Another pull-up three para kay Canlapan. Couldn't convert. So mabilis talaga yung opensa dito ng Bulacan. Just parang Phoenix Suns-ish.
Faster pa nga yung Phoenix Suns, 7 seconds or less. Parang yung Bulacan, parang 4 seconds or less lang eh.
Pero pagkatawid, game na kagad eh. Kines.
Wasted dribble there by Gillian. Good fake by Chua.
A bit short, but Kines secures another opportunity. Find Atienza inside.
Good pass.
Amuyan din itong dalawang player na to. Talking about Kines and Atienza. Lead back up to 4, 46 to 42. Carmelo. Short. Atienza. Trying to tap it to his teammate. Falls to the hands of Kalachan as Indaya hits on another para dito sa JT Bulacan Taipan.
Grabe yung 3-point shooting ng Bulacan. If I'm not mistaken, that's our 7th or 8th.
Might have been a long two as we are still looking at a 2-point lead para sa Mandaluyong. As we are tied once again, this time at 46. So credit itong JT Bulacan Taipan, Coach Pao, 7-0 run binitawan ng Mandaluyong to begin this third period. They're able to tie it up once again.
Itong Bulacan relentless on their attack kasi. And they're gonna get off and running here again.
Indaya, he decides to pull up. Battles out. They go to the other side. Chua attacks the defense of Fajardo, gets blocked. Gets it to Kines. Blocked once again. That time Indaya with the erasure. May lamok. Hearing it all the way here. Earphones and all. As we head back to CJ for report. CJ?
Thank you, Jaime. During the halftime huddle, Coach John Magbitan created counter plays at nabanggit nga ni Coach that wala silang second chance balls at dito sila natitirahan ng Mandaluyong. And his last reminder was to mainly stop Kines, Jaime, and Coach Pau.
Thank you, CJ, for that report. And Coach JP Magbitang. Talagang isa ang gusto niyang i-check ng kanyang koponan.
It's a tough matchup for anyone. Kines with a nice block on that one. Now he's going to get the ball back and attack here.
Duayan. Baseline jumper. Won't fall. But ball will stay with Mandaluyong. Another offensive rebound, which CJ mentioned nga as something that they need to be conscious about. Talking about JT Bulacan Taipan.
Bulacan is somewhat gambling here, leaving Gonzalez in with 3 fouls, pero medyo no choice eh. So they need someone.
Short. Rebounded by Caspe. Makes a move against Satparam. Once again, takes it to the right side. Just smooth.
This kid still has 1 more year in high school.
Bad news for the high school teams sa UAAP. 48 to 46. Look at that move from Kines. Everything but the bucket. But Satparam missing on the putback. Able to tap it to Satparam was Daha. Tatakbo muli ang Bulacan. Lavalle looking for a friend. Finds Caspe.
Uy.
Kines commits the personal. Just a second team foul para sa Mandaluyong. Only 25.4 seconds remaining here in our third to add to this 2-point advantage. Staha will take a seat. Chua back for the last 11.5 of the quarter.
Itong Banal, this is his chance to warm up a little bit.
8 seconds now. Thought about the 3, but gets it to Chua in the corner. Better decision and another conversion para kay Iris Chua.
Gotta love the patience of Banal on that play. He could have taken the pull-up there, but made the extra pass to the corner.
Could have heard your whisper and says, kailangan ko daw mag-warm up eh. Got it to Iris Chua nga for a 6 3-point conversion dito sa ating laro. And more importantly, making this a 5-point lead para sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith at the end of our third period. So take a look at some highlights once again brought to us by Chef's Magic. Kines, aiming to come alive dito sa ating third period. This was the pass from Banal, getting it to Chua. As Mandaluyong will take with them a 5-point lead heading to the fourth. Final 10 minutes of action dito sa ating 18-under matchup between JT Bulacan Taipan and the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. We were tied at 34 at the end of the first half, but Mandaluyong able to create this 5-point separation, looking to protect it, but JT Bulacan Taipan really not going anywhere. Sabi mo, puso na lang ang ginagamit dito ng JT Bulacan Taipan.
Yeah, I think what's working for them is they have no fear. O sige, lahat kayo stars pero lalaban kami.
Kines on a crease, looking for a whistle, non-given. Indaya to the corner. 3-ball once again. That time, Miggy Kalachan. Make that 9 3-pointers now para sa Bulacan.
Very clear, Bulacan wants to shoot a lot of threes, even if it's early in the clock.
Banal will answer. Almost getting the bounce. Tabla tayo at 51. Kalachan hit one earlier.
I thought he was gonna take that one.
Indaya splitting the defense. He passed it off, says our officials. There are some teams like this, Coach Pao, no? Na parang, okay, stars kayo. Parang, dyan lalabas lalo yung laro mo eh.
So, of course, the hard part if you have a team full of big names, all the teams want to play against you and give their best. Diba? They're still all competitors.
Gusto mo rin masukat. Unasan ka na in terms of the level of play as Indaya gets stripped. The ball goes back to the Junior Microsmith.
I think Indaya could have taken that one. It's kind of hard to keep penetrating like that, especially Dahas there waiting.
Outside shots have been falling. Skines once again able to penetrate, finds the crease.
I don't know how he split the two defenders on that one. That's tough.
Has a knack, no? Talagang slipping through.
Natural scorer. Like, I've talked to his coaches also. He's really got the gift for scoring.
35 bucket. It's Gonzalez missing short. Mandaluyong looking to extend his 2-point advantage. Chua, another 3. That time too strong. Gonzalez secures the board. Kalachan will run it para sa Bulacan. Steps on the brakes. They find Indaya. This time will pull the trigger. Malakas din.
It's a good shot though for him. This is where Kines is very, very good in transition.
That's why Coach JP, as reported nga by CJ, it was just one name that came out of him. Let's stop Gillian Kines. And so far, ayaw nga magpapigil nito ni Kines, giving us yet another pound-for-pound fitness foul-counted move. B-Liga ready.
The thing with Kines is he's always able to get his balance and finish through contact. Then he gets a lot of free throws, gets going. If you're gonna guard Kines, you have to stop him early in transition. There, nakabuelo siya. You gave him too much space. Nakaka-downhill.
Bonus free throw coming his way. Kines so far has 10 after that free throw. Balik na naman sa libang. Ang abante dito ng Mandaluyong. So JT Bulacan Taipan, they keep on coming, but they can't quite break through and create their own separation.
I think that was blocked. Good defense there.
It was Peralta, I believe, coming up with that deflection. They go back to Kines. At a pick from Atienza. Daha attacks the baseline. Kick out. Chua wide open. And you don't do that.
Great pass by Daha.
21 points for Iris Chua. 7 3-pointers.
Daha doing both ends, getting a stop there. So those are the things that don't show, like, for example, that last play, that won't show up on the stat sheet, but he forced that stop.
I think more than yung kanyang offensive arsenal, talking about itong si Daha. Yeah, that defense, right? The effort. Really taking it upon himself to also be that anchor para sa Mandaluyong. Nice bounce pass. Atienza though, couldn't finish.
Bulacan needs an answer here. Mandaluyong is going on a run.
Biggest lead now for the junior Microsmith at 8. Lavalle. Off on that 3. Fajardo couldn't save it.
I think they're going to go back to Kines here. Another pick and roll.
Kines takes a peek at the clock. Says 5 and 15. This time Lavalle will shadow him.
ISO.
Trying to dance with Lavalle, and Lavalle be whistled for a foul. 13 foul para sa JT Bulacan Taipan.
I think Bulacan's lucky to have fouled there though, because Daha was wide open underneath the basket.
So lead sila at 8. Back to Kines. They go. Beautiful spin move and finishes with a left.
We talked about body control. Mukhang madataba na siya, pero he's able to gather and finish with his offhand.
Para sasaluhin mo na siya, no? But nope. Still able to finish.
Good defense here by Atienza.
Lavalle gets trapped. Able to get it to Caspe. The 7 to shoot. Atienza will be called for a personal.
Grabe yung Atienza. Siya nag-pressure dun sa backcourt. Siya nag-double team. And then siya pa nagsalo ng extra pass. He picked up a foul hit there, but I really appreciate the effort.
It's really all around. Literally for the junior Microsmith. De La Vega. Through the middle. Ball hits his foot. At babalik dito sa Mandaluyong. Just like that. 10 na inahabol dito ng Bulacan.
Slight adjustment there recently by Mandaluyong, playing a little bit more man-to-man now. Kanina puro zone lang. Moving screen, maybe?
Defensive foul against Kines.
Okay.
3 on Gillian. And 3 as well para sa Mandaluyong. So Lavalle will take a seat. Back in the game is Indaya. Starting to attack Kines. Pass deflected. Canlapan recovers. Still a lot of time to work with para sa mga nakapula. Shot clock is down to 12. Pulling up from way downtown. Canlapan. Badly needed para sa Bulacan.
That was insanely far. And that's a pull-up, not even a catch and shoot. That was crazy.
Romelo Canlapan takes Bulacan to within 7. Kines. One dribble pull-up. Knocks it down.
It's a nice pull-up there by Kines.
14 now para kay Kines as Caspe gets the ball taken away.
And who knocked it out? Daha.
Taking on the challenge as well. This is Daha. Makes a move against Caspe. Shadowed by a couple of defenders. You take your chances, huh? Just trying to straight up. As the junior Microsmith calls for a timeout. Take another look at that move from Gillian Kines, the smooth operator. Ups the lead to 9, 63 to 54. Last 2 and 45 remaining in this ball game. JT Bulacan Taipan now trailing by 9, 63 to 54. Just 8 seconds to shoot para sa Mandaluyong. They get it to Daha. Has a mismatch. Kick out. Atienza will try from outside. Gets clipped. Ill-advised para kay Fajardo.
Yeah, that's as a coach, that drives you crazy if you foul a jump shooter.
Mas masakit pa nga dyan. That would be Fajardo's 4th as well. So Atienza.
You know, we've been talking about how this Mandaluyong team has a lot of stars, but the reason why they're up right now is because they've played better defense in the second half.
I mean, you can argue na parang from an offensive standpoint, on paper, a number of scorers that they can rely on, but you made a great point. No? Yung depensa ang nag-allow sa kanila to build on this double-digit lead. Atienza gets them both. Lead back to 11. It's a crucial stretch para dito sa Bulacan. They try to keep it close. Ran out of room was Canlapan.
See, that's why we always tell our players, you know, you have to be able to work on your passing and making sure you get them in the pocket, because that pass was a little too high. Good idea, just a little too high, and it forced Canlapan to take a step, and he ended up landing out of bounds.
Looking to slow things down now are the junior Microsmith. Up by 11. Daha through the lane once again. Gets bumped by Fajardo but still able to get that bucket. The last 2 minutes. Echoing the banana court dito sa Las Piñas. Biglang lamig itong JT Bulacan Taipan. Ooh, what a block from Peralta. Reading that drive from Canlapan.
Again, the defense has set the tone here in the fourth quarter. It's allowed them to pull away.
Bulacan Taipan will call for a timeout. Now down by 13. Take another look at that block. Excellent recovery from Seb Peralta. As Mandaluyong is still up by 13. Down to the last minute and 41 of this ball game. 1800 division matchup nga sa ating North Division between JT Bulacan Taipan and the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Biggest lead now para sa Mandaluyong, and off that timeout, yet another defensive stop para sa Mandaluyong.
That's really, you know, it was a 5-point game entering into the fourth quarter, but they've really stepped up their defensive effort lately.
Guinness is planning to play keep away. Crosses up in Daya. Couldn't convert on the layup. Takbo tayo sa kabila. Caspe able to get it to Carmelo. High off the glass for the finish. Eluding the defense of Peralta.
Canlapan's also put together a nice game. You know, they're gonna, you know, look at this game, look back and see what they can improve upon. The fourth quarter execution wasn't as good though, in the half court at least.
Credit Canlapan. He is the leading scorer para nga sa Bulacan. Has 14 to his name. It's Daha. Short on the turnaround. Just 43 seconds remaining. Mamadali na dito ang Bulacan. Short is Carmelo.
You know, another thing also is, in the fourth quarter, Kina started to control the game. And when you have a lead, you have a guard who can control the game. It's such a big advantage.
Parang ano lang, no? Just taking you to that tempo that you want. Daha continues to attack. Couple of misses here. As the last few seconds of this ball game, 8 seconds. As JT Bulacan Taipan will no longer attempt a shot. A gallant effort para dito sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Despite this 11-point scoreline dito, Coach Pao, 67 to 56, doesn't really tell us how close this ball game was, at least at the early part of the fourth.
Yeah, it was, actually, if you think about it, it was actually a tied game in the last 1 minute of the third quarter. And then that big three-pointer at the end of the third, that kind of gave them the momentum, and they were able to even build on that entering the fourth.
And the defense talagang hinigpitan na itong Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith in the final 10 minutes of action, and JT Bulacan Taipan relied on their three-point shooting for much of this contest, but it eluded them for the final stretch. They will come up with this loss, sliding to yet another one. So back-to-back losses para dito sa kanilang 18-under team. I think still looking for their first victory here in season number 3. Couple of players obviously missing, but nevertheless, some performances commendable para sa Bulacan. Carmelo Canlapan and ito nga si Kalachan. But too much firepower, I guess, at the end of the day para dito sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith.
Mandaluyong was able to just make a bunch of big plays down the stretch. And again, it was really their defense. And again, their stars all had solid games today. And so what do you expect from them?
Skines nga did come in late, but immediate impact para sa kanya, especially in the second half. He will finish with 14. And Daha, more than the 18-point output, we did point out several defensive stops that really set the tone para dito nga sa Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. But speaking of tone, no, talagang umpisa pa lang. Nagpaapoy na kaagad itong si Iris Chua, showing us the touch for 7 times in this ball game. And siya nga ang kasama ni CJ Yang as our Chef's Magic Player of the Game.
Thank you, Jaime. At kasama ko na nga ngayon ang ating Chef's Magic Player of the Game, Iris Chua from the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Iris, what personal achievement in today's game are you most proud of?
The personal achievement I am most proud of is probably my three-point shooting because I made a lot of them this game.
Iris, is there someone you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my parents, my mom, my dad, my brother, my 2 sisters. Thank you for always believing in me and for all the support. I love you all.
Thank you and congratulations. Iris, get to know our Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game at ang ating Don Benitos assist man as I turn you over to Jaime and Coach Pao.
Maraming salamat, CJ. Congratulations once again, Iris Chua, for being our Chef's Magic Player of the Game. Take a look at, of course, our The Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game. Despite the loss, all smiles para dito kay Yuan Fajardo. Loving that he has a discount coupon. Put that to good use, young man. 10 rebounds and a block sa kanya. And our assist man of the game brought to us by Don Benitos, Jade Anthony Indaya, 4 dimes as well. That's a nice smile, no? Parang consolation prize in a way. But nevertheless, gusto pa rin makabawi nitong JT Bulacan Taipan, looking for their first victory here in season number 3. And that will be it for the first 3-game set ngayong araw. Coming right up, a 3-game set between the Palawan Urich Builders and the Parañaque Smiles 360 Yam Jam, beginning with the 18-under division. We'll take a short break. More of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL when we return.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior. Liga ng bayan